Hey everybody, I'm back again with another video. This time I'm going over what it feels like to fly a Mavic Mini. Now I'm more of a newer drone pilot and I wanted to give my feelings and impressions of what you can expect when you're a newer pilot flying this drone. Now there obviously are some quality differences between this drone and a professional drone. This is more in the sweet spot between a toy drone and a professional drone. But I wanted to show some of the quality that you can expect from this drone and some of the things that maybe you should look out for being a new pilot. Anyway, let's get started with another video. Let's go. So as always, you should look at your surrounding area, make sure that there's no big trees or buildings in the way of where you want to shoot, and also be cognizant of people in the area, and if they mind that you're flying a drone, just pack up and leave. This drone is so small, it's easy to do. I'm over in San Francisco, California, looking at this cool windmill in Golden Gate Park, and you know, I'm in the highest setting of the drone and it's got pretty good detail, pretty good color. It's not too bad. And I did use one of the quick shots. I'm doing the circular shot here. And, you know, it's a little bit choppier than I would have expected from it. But, you know, it was a little bit windy this day also. I am by the ocean, so that is kind of to be expected, but I did enjoy flying it. Although you do feel as a new pilot some apprehension and a little bit of anxiety when you lose sight of the drone when it's sweeping around this big windmill here. So that's one of the things that I guess newer pilots should expect is you're going to feel some anxiety flying this drone because it's so much more capable than your standard toy drone. It can go way farther, it can go way higher, it can go way faster. And it has all of these cool, I guess, quick shots and features, but then you have more to keep mind of. Now, they did pare down the app, so I can't even imagine the regular app. It's probably overwhelming for a new pilot. So this might be a better choice for people like myself who don't have a whole lot of experience. Now I've had a couple other smaller drones and they usually couldn't go very far before they lost transmission. So you kind of kept them really close. But this drone can go much, much farther, as you'll see. Now I am testing it over the Pacific coastline to see the Golden Gate Bridge. Now, I didn't let it go super duper far. I think I went 700 or 800 feet. But to me, my feelings were that I felt like I was a mile away because I lost sight of the drone probably like 200 or 300 feet into this. And I was kind of just looking at my screen and, you know, starting to stress that, hey, is the drone going to come back? Am I going to hit something on the way back? And it came back fine. Obviously, I have the video, but that is one of the things you can expect when flying a drone like this is that you are going to lose sight of it because it's so tiny and because it can go so high, and it's actually super duper quiet. That's one of the things that I was very surprised of with this drone because I've had a lot of smaller drones be way louder than this drone. But the picture quality is pretty good. I feel like it's good for anybody who wants to do vacation shots or anything like that. I don't feel it's professional quality, but I do feel that it is good to catch the moment, to show yourself in really nice scenic places. So I would recommend that, you know, if you're not a professional drone pilot and you just want to learn, this is probably a pretty good drone to get. I'm also learning as I'm doing these shots that slower movements, more sweeping movements, smaller movements are actually really important in getting a good shot. As you can see, when I'm looking back, the sun was just starting to come into play here. And so it has auto everything on the settings, and so you can kind of tell it made things kind of dark in the picture. So, and that's not really anything you can fix directly on the drone. You're just gonna have to do it in post-production, or you're just gonna have to live with it. But it's not bad. And I mean, I was probably 120 feet in the air, maybe 140 feet in the air, so not too bad. It did handle the wind relatively well. As you can see, I'm chopping back and forth a little bit. It's, like I said, sweeping movements, smaller movements, give you that more cinematic feel. But here I was just trying to get used to flying over the ocean, because doing things like flying over the ocean, flying over a building, flying over tall trees does give you a little bit of pause when you're a newer pilot. So it did work, and I was impressed with the signal strength. I never lost signal going out that far, but like I said, I only went about 600 feet out, and it didn't lose any signal. I didn't see any degradation in that in the transmission, but I felt some anxiety because of the fact that the drone is so small and so quiet. So you can lose track really easy and lose your way, and you have to really rely on the app and the map to kind of be your guide, and a spotter. So I had my wife help me as a spotter. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to show a more realistic view and expectation of what you can get out of this little drone. It's an awesome little drone. I really do like it. I know that there's a lot of YouTubers out there that get some really cool shots with it, so I know that it's all about my skill level and how comfortable I am with the GPS and the app and the signal strength, and just getting more comfortable with allowing the drone to do what it does. Also, I would suggest that if you are a new pilot, you should keep the distance to a minimum. Try to find more wide open spots. And like even here, I have a lot of people in the shot. Now, it didn't bother anybody, and if it did, I would have immediately landed and took it away. And it's such a quiet drone, I don't think it bugs people as much as maybe one of the bigger drones does. So I was very impressed with how it handled itself, especially in the tougher situations of flying over the ocean. I tried to keep it right on the coastline, so even if it did wreck, I would have at least a possibility of retrieving it. Now, I definitely did get DJI care because of the fact that I'm a new pilot, and I would recommend that if you are a brand new pilot, or even not, but especially if you're a brand new pilot, you probably want to get the DJI care, and that way you can minimize some of the stress level. I still had stress level, but you can minimize it. But anyway, guys, that's my video. Hope you found it informational. If you liked it, please click like. And if you really, really liked it, please subscribe. I'm going to get the tech out of here. Later.